Hello everyone, we are here at our TBM930. We just left behind the island of Cyprus, as you can see to our left wing, and we are approaching Beirut, which is our final destination in this second last sector of our trip from South Brazil to the Middle East. Alright, so I'm gonna show you where we've been through, and we're gonna set the approach for Beirut. So for you to understand, okay, he's telling us to descend already. So
descend and maintain flight level 190 Dair 0 Golf.
190. I set 190 here in my altitude window and vertical speed, and then I start going down. I'm gonna start with 1500 feet per minute, and just let me take a look at the speed. I find in this aircraft the easiest way to go down is using vertical speed, because the changes on power setting are too abrupt. So if I go flight level change, it would go like some crazy rates, and I don't want that. So I rather do something more controlled. And descending this way, I believe we can maintain a good rate of descent. We can speed up, so we're going to be able to actually arrive earlier, and we're going to be cool. I mean, we're not going to hit our maximum airspeed during descent. As you can see, the trend is already dying here. This is the trend. I think it's the, well, in the 780 it's like 5 seconds. I don't know here what it means, but it probably means something like that. So we're gonna do starting our descent to Beirut. So we need to set our approach. But before that, I'm gonna show you where we've been before. So we left from here in South Brazil. We went all the way here, did some local flights around here, and then from here we did a long sector to Natal, which is here in the tip, in the northeastern tip of South America. From here we crossed all the way 1500 miles to Praia.
You are 4 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect our nav runway 21 approach via BA 417 transition. Cleared to BA 417.
Alright, he's giving us another approach that I don't want to do.
2 miles northwest of Beirut. Contact Beirut Tower on 118.9 when inbound.
So 7,000.
118.9 Dair 0 Golf.
He's already handling me to the target. This is great.
Beirut Tower Dair November 9er 10 Golf. Echo 9er 1 miles northwest inbound. RNAV runway 21 approach.
Just
Dair
gonna
November 9er 10 Golf. Echo Beirut Tower. Cleared RNAV runway 21 approach. Altimeter 29.66 with 169er at 5.
see, this wind is for runway 16. So what I'm gonna do is, let me get this. I can acknowledge.
Cleared RNAV runway 21 approach. Dair 0 Golf. Echo.
So I'm gonna go here to the 80s.
Beirut Airport information, Mike 0700 Zulu. Mike 169er at 5. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, few clouds at 900 feet, few clouds at 4,000 feet, few clouds at 12,400 feet. Temperature, 28. 2.10. Altimeter, 29.73. Visual runway 21 in use. Landing and departing runway 21. VFR aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions.
Yeah, he's giving us runway 21, doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I'm gonna talk to the tower, and I wanted to change my approach to be honest, but it's not allowing me to. Let me see what runway 21 is this one. So OLBA here, runway 21. Just runway 21. Oh, it's just crazy, man. I'm gonna land on runway 21. It makes no sense whatsoever. So I'm gonna land on runway 16. I'm trying to find out a way of doing this.
Beirut Tower Dair November 9er.
I'm going to declare this, so let's see how we handle this.
Dair 0 Golf. Echo contact Nicosia Center on 124.2. 124.2 Dair 0 Golf. Echo.
Whatever. Let's see what they say.
Golf Echo is missed 4,000 feet, expect RNAV runway 21 approach via BA 417 transition. Cleared to BA 417.
And now,
Zero Golf, Echo, you are 76 miles northwest of Beirut. Contact Beirut Tower on 118.9 when inbound on the approach. Tower on 118.9 Dare 0 Golf.
yeah, this is the problem. You don't have time to change the approach. So here you don't have the option of doing it.
November 910 Golf, Echo 74 miles.
See, these are the glitches of the ATC, which is supposed to be artificial intelligence, but as you can see, it's more artificial than intelligent.
Altimeter 29.67, wind 169 at
2967, yeah. Six, 7 sets, yeah. I'll acknowledge because I don't have any other option. I would like to change my approach. It doesn't. So I'll go here again. Try to do it quickly. So they're telling me to talk to Nicosia. Nicosia is gonna tell me to acknowledge.
124.2 for Dare 0 Golf Echo.
Nicosia Center. Report Mr. Brooch. You know, try to change before he says anything, but I don't think I will be able to.
Dare 0 Golf Echo, you are 67 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect RNAV runway 21 approach via BA 417 transition. Cleared to BA 417.
1, 2. You see, it doesn't give me the option. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah. I don't have the option of doing any other thing. So
Tower on 118.9 Dare 0 Golf Echo.
So yeah, we have to leave with that.
Beirut Tower Dare November 910 Golf Echo 64 miles northwest inbound RNAV runway 21 approach. Dare November 910 Golf Echo Beirut Tower.
See, winds 168.5, it's obviously runway 16. I don't know what they are sending me to runway 21, doesn't make any sense. So,
Cleared RNAV runway 21 approach Dare 0 Golf Echo.
Let's see if I try this one.
Beirut Tower Dare November 910 Golf Echo is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport. Dare 0 Golf Echo Airport is 11.61 miles.
Don't tell me. Alright, so he wants me to do a RNAV for runway 21. This makes no sense whatsoever. The right approach to do here would be the ILS runway 16. Okay? I still don't know how I'm gonna figure this out. Let me get what comes back to him. Whatever. But the good thing here is that he's gonna turn me to the RNAV 21, which is not that far from runway 16. So we're gonna probably be somewhere where we should be. And in order to do so, I'm gonna put the heading somewhere here to give us some room, and go heading selector instead of nav. So we get a bit farther from the threshold, and we are able then to join the localizer for runway 16. He's gonna say a lot of nonsense on the radio. He's gonna talk with my co-pilot, whatever, but we're not gonna take that in consideration. All right, we're gonna do our ILS for runway 16, and we're gonna do it raw data, because you could theoretically set it here in the real aircraft. You definitely could. But here, the flight simulator has still some glitches. Another glitch, which is sometimes it crashes if you do this. It crashes the simulator when it's not the airplane itself, but simulator just closes. All right. So we're gonna do this in raw data. And how do you do it in raw data? Well, we come here first to the chart. So this is the runway he wants us to land, runway 21. Man, it goes over the mountain. It's not a good choice at all. Plus the wind is not that great for this. It's good for this one. So we're gonna land here runway 16, alright? And we're gonna shoot the ILS runway 16. These are old charts, no problem. This is from July 24, but no problem, 2004, sorry. But no problem, the frequency here is still the same, the final approach course is pretty much still the same, no big deal on that. So just for us, just take a look at it. We have the localizer frequency 110.1 and the Kilo Alpha Delta, which is the VOR frequency 112.6. So I come here to my nav radios, alright, and I put on nav 1, I put my localizer 110.1, my nav 2 I put 112.6. How I do it? I just click on it, set here, and that's it. Okay, so it's set. And the other thing that I'm gonna look at, I'm gonna talk about them during the briefing, is my DA. As you can see here, ILS DA refers to minimum, the decision altitude, right? So the decision altitude in my, in this case, we are flying a very slow aircraft. Our category is Alpha then, and 407 is our minimum. So I go here and PFT minimums, Barrow minimums 407, enter, boom, it comes here. Now it's showing close to my altitude tape. Great, I have both things set. Second thing I will do, I go here to my PFC settings. I put bearing nav 1 and bearing nav 2. I already have the arrows here. Let's see, both are showing no data so far, which is weird because we're kind of close already. But well, let's wait for that. If they don't come up, then we are, well, in a bad shape. Let's see what I can do about this is I can go to MFD and nearest waypoint info, nearest airports, VOR. Let's see, he called it 112.6 the same, so it should show definitely. It's set there. We're 40 miles out. I have no idea why it's not showing. Nav 2. Oh, okay. Kilo Alpha Delta is already showing. What's not showing is the localizer in Nav 1. Alright. So, whatever. Intersections, I could see them too. Like, we could choose, like, for example, our intersection there that we have to be. Our final approach course is, what's the name of it? It's Kilo Alpha Delta 8 miles out. I don't know if I have this one here. Let's see. Kilo Alpha Delta. The scroll. Oh, that's not working beautifully, right? No, it doesn't. I don't see it here. Maybe it is, but I can see it. So, anyways, we already have everything we need because we need both the VOR and the localizer. The localizer is not set yet. Hopefully, it's gonna come up. If it doesn't come up, then we cannot shoot the ILS naturally. And in that case, I hope we are visual with the runway, and then we can proceed visually. And even we can fly on runway 21. Is that if they want that so hard, we can do it. But for now, I'm just gonna wait for my ILS to come up. It's already set in Nav 1. I don't think it has changed. Let me check here in our recent chart. 110.1 is still there. Now final approach course is 163. Okay, changed 1 degree since then, so no big deal. And the minimums at that time was 407. Now now it just shows for Delta and Charlie because it's the aircraft I fly there. But no problem. The Alpha is 407. Okay, that's what we are taking in consideration. So we're gonna be at 8 miles out of Kilo Alpha Delta, or 6.3 miles out of India Bravo Bravo, which is the localizer identificator. We're gonna be at 2,000 feet high, and then that's gonna put us exactly on a glide slope, where we're gonna go down at 3 degrees, around 90 knots. So expecting something around 480 feet per minute descent rate, all the way down to our decision altitude of 407 feet. If we don't see the runway or if something else happens, we need to go around. We will turn right immediately, less than 200 miles, which less than 200 knots, which is easy on TBM. As soon as practicable to intercept and follow radio 250 climbing to 2000. So we will intercept this radio 250 of Kilo Alpha Delta and go out climbing to 2000. The important thing is not just turning right and that's it. We will turn right, but like 30 degrees right, so we can intercept this radio. All right, if we turn right too much, then we're never gonna intercept this. So let's put, let's say 30 degrees, boom, I'm gonna hit the 250 any time before, of course, I get to the mountains. As you can see, the MSA on this side is very high, 11,000, and within 10 miles, 8,000 already. And to the other side, it's 5,000, but over the sea we're fine. Specifically, if you go over this radio, 2,000 is good enough. We're not gonna hit anything. After we landed, we're gonna park here in the ramp, in the cargo ramp. So we're gonna land here, runway 16, vacate via November or Kilo, probably November, and then we just cross the ramp and go to this part of the ramp and stop there. 1, 2, 3, whatever. Let's see where and if is there anyone there waiting for us. Otherwise, we're gonna stop there anyways. And the minimums are set here, as you can see. 2967 is already set here too. I don't know if I showed you how I set the minimums, but you go here, barrel minimums 407, boom, enter, is showing here beautifully. And the other thing that I'm gonna check too, my velocity of approach 85 knots is set here. All right. So pretty much we have everything we need here, and I'm just gonna put back my timer here so I know. Okay, 3 hours 37 into the flight. We're gonna land about 4 hours of flight since we came from Rome, and we can already see the beautiful Lebanon coast. All right, we have some clouds indeed, but nothing big, and we can even see the airport from here. Maintaining 7,000 now. Let's see if AC is gonna say something. I believe we are pretty fine here. I'm gonna put some throttle in. Yeah, they're pretty quiet, aren't they? Yeah, I can cancel IFR. That's true. Okay, I'm gonna cancel IFR because I want to do the ILS.
Cancel IFR at this time. Dair 0 Golf Echo IFR flight plan is canceled. Maintain VFR.
Yeah, he's giving me right base, right? 2969. Maybe this changes all the time. 269er. 269er.
Make right base runway 21 Dair 0 Golf Echo.
And now I can, let me see what I can do. Yeah, I don't have many options. So I wanted to ask for running 16. He's not gonna give me that. And but we can do definitely a VFR approach to running 21, which would be a very interesting approach to do, especially over Beirut. But I'm gonna keep descending because I want to do the ILS, remember? And we already have our, let's see, IBB here is identified, you see? So we can perfectly do it. What I told you guys, 8 miles out of Kilo Alpha Delta, 2,000 feet. So I'm gonna descend to 2,000 feet. All right, so vertical speed. Usually I descend in flight level change, but in this aircraft I find the vertical speed easier to use because if you do weird power settings here with the flight level change, it just gives you some weird pitches and rates. I don't want that. So you can see already the glide slope here, we are pretty much well above it. So I'm just gonna keep my speed going down and my rate going up, so we can meet this 8 miles out at 2,000. Alright, now we are getting somewhere. I'm gonna start turning. This is useless, you know, turn to the north, completely depending on on this one. So back here, I'm just not gonna use my FMS anymore. I'm gonna use my lock. It's already there, 163, beautiful. I'm gonna hit my localizer, and I need to be at 2,000. I'm gonna be there surely. So just gonna slow my rate, put some power in, and the localizer is there. Approach armed. Approach localizer captured. I'm gonna overshoot a bit. It was too close actually. But at least we're way below the glide slope. We're gonna be able to fix this. And we're flying pretty much IFR here. We don't need to look outside. We are looking only to the panel. And we already have the localizer. Just gonna put some power in so we don't stop too early. And gonna like this here. Now it's gonna be established, well established on the localizer. We just did a bit of overshoot because it took us too long to set the approach here. And what we can see here, the city, the city of Beirut is to our left. It's a beautiful approach. The runway 16 at Beirut is just amazing. And here you can see even the building that protected the oldest part of the explosion, right? The port of Beirut is here. So the final runway 16 is here. Some buildings are kind of dark, I don't know why, but this deserves anyway. So glide slope's coming. I'm taking a bit of the power back. Glide slope is captured. Our missed approach 2000 is already set. Good. And now we go all the way into our approach out to the 407, sorry. So we are established in the ILS runway 16. I wish I could tell that the tower.
Zero Golf Echo, cleared to land runway 21.
Yeah, he's giving me runway 21 is this one. I will not get there. I will not go there at all.
Cleared to land runway 21 Dare 0 Golf Echo.
So here, let's put gear down. And notch your flap. It's going very smoothly on the approach. We are having around 800 feet per minute of descent. It does make sense, right? So let me prepare to land this beautiful thing. In TBM, if I'm not mistaken, below 100 feet you have, below 200 feet you have to assume the flying. So let me get a bit more power back so we can get into the full flap configuration speed. We're about 100 feet above the minimums, so full flaps now. Inertial separation is on. Final approach. Final landing checklist completed, and we are flying. We are hand flying that. Some power back in. So 85 is our target speed. And you can follow, of course, the flight director. That's what we are doing now. You wouldn't even need to see anything, but we are already in the visual part of our approach. I know the inertial separation is on. We have some wind coming back, coming from the, well, theoretically it's coming from the hat. So there we go. I love these rudder pedals, but not.
121.9 Dare 0 Golf Echo.
And as briefed, we're gonna go out in November to the left. It's coming. It's funny that there are some cars there. How cool is that? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Beirut. After landing, I'm just gonna put the flaps up, but we're gonna cross the runway 17 in front of us. And of course these taxi lights, I hope they get rid of them in the next update. This makes no sense whatsoever. And look at the terrain here, it's just beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful parts in the world, seriously. Is the guy talking to the ground or something? He's not gonna talk then? No problem. Oh, look, we have an A320neo there. So, look at both sides. Runway is clear. And now, let me see. What way am I gonna take to cross this thing? I think here. This way. It's gonna take us to the other side of the terminal. Oh, he's not talking to the ground. I don't know why. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We know the way. So we just vacated the runway. Taxi lights on. Yeah, it should be in the land lights, right? Yeah, I landed with the lights off. No problem. Daytime. Yeah. Besides, I landed it all in the runway that you want me to, so it's better to keep the lights off, anyways. And right here, bit of braking. So yeah, you know, this runway 21 usually we use for takeoff there in Beirut, not for landing. But I noticed this in Rome. They did the same. They want me to land on runway 25, and in Rome 25 is only for takeoff. Same here in Beirut, so doesn't make much sense. And you can see this 330 is parked where we usually park the 78. I'm gonna park next to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Beirut, Lebanon. Jewel of the Mediterranean, huh? It's really, really nice city. There's a lot of beautiful cities in the Mediterranean, and of course, Lebanon is where it was before, way before, like many thousands of years ago. Civilization called Phoenicians, and Phoenicians, of course, they were the first to colonize where Portugal is today. So imagine their culture, imagine everything is just something else, right? And so all this region is it's been inhabited by big civilizations for thousands of years. So it's a really interesting region to be visited. And look at that, we have the guy waiting for us. How cool is that? So I'm gonna stop on the box he's. Let me get rid of this light that I should have got rid of way before. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have a marshaller there. Looks like, at least. Flight director off. Yeah, he's calling me already. I'm gonna turn. He's telling me to turn left. He's telling me to turn left. More left? No, straight. Good. More left? Yeah. It's weird, but that's where he wants me to be. No, stop. Come on. Alright, now I'm moving. Alright. Is this where he wanted me to stop? I think he wants me to go a bit farther. Yeah, now it's for sure. Alright. It's in idle. Let me set the parking brake. Okay, parking brake is set.
Oral warning, okay.
Yeah, I know it's okay. Inertia separator off. And yeah, we can get the engine off. Everything's set. Our strobe lights are off. Our nav lights are off. Oh, nav lights on. Okay. So I'm just gonna get our engine in low idle. And finally off. Let's wait for it to stop. It's all stopped, so now we start getting things off. The pump, this goes to manual, this goes to off, this goes to, oh, it stays in auto, this stays in off. I'll just get this thing out of the way. You out, you out, you out, and of course the bleed also. And what else do you have here? Auto cell, low voltage, blah 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 blah. Y selector, yeah, because it's a manual, no problem. So we are now ready to get it all off. So let me get the lights off, the generator off, battery off, and done. Here we are in Beirut. Welcome everybody. Hope you have enjoyed our arrival here in Beirut on this sunny day. And from here we're going to Doha. And stay tuned. We're gonna be there soon. And if you still have some time to watch something, so I'm gonna go here to the showcase. We're gonna put the drone speed very fast, and I'll take you somewhere interesting. So first thing, let's rise about the city. This is the Beirut, capital of Lebanon. As you can see down here is the airport, is the Rafik International Airport. And now we are going to visit. This is a golf court, and it's beautiful, very well done model of the city. Some things are not that accurate, like for example here you have these small islands. They are very cool, and they did them kind of flat, as I can see. Yeah, these islands are very nice, but they didn't really get them depicted well. Nevertheless, the buildings, although are autogen, apparently, they're pretty nice. It's not that bad at all. And this coast of Beirut is just something. See, there's some very nice hotels here. And if we go all the way to the port of Beirut, we're gonna arrive where the accident with the explosion happened, which is exactly here on this spot. All right, now there's a big hole here, and here it should be the silos building, which is not represented. I thought before I told you guys it was not that. So it's here kind of low, so it's not well represented. So the explosion was pretty much here, and as you can see, we are pretty much between the finals of runway 21 and runway 1617. Nobody would be overflying this, basically. But the city here, as you can see, is a really beautiful city. It's really lovely. And let me get back to a vantage point. This looks like the shadow of a cloud, but I'm not sure if it is. So here, this beautiful image of Beirut in Lebanon. So that's it. Well, I hope you have enjoyed our next sector, Beirut, Doha, over Syria and Iraq, and then the Gulf, and then we arrive, hopefully before the sunset, because it would be a very nice thing to see. I think we will be able to do it. It's going to be around 3 hours flight from here. It took us 4 hours from Rome to Beirut. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.